Hey guys, hope you are doing well and enjoying this fantastic day. So the crypto market is consolidating, especially Bitcoin is not moving too much, but we see a few altcoins are correcting back. And also in El Salvador, 44 countries is learning about Bitcoin and the monetary good. So my name is Mike Denkler from CorionX, and we are bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems every day to keep you updated and educated. I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial or investment advice. Everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. Guys, smash those like, push the bell, notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like, helping out the YouTube algorithm. So this is the right button. So smash those like, smash those like. So let's go and check our favorite bubble chart. You see that Bitcoin is slightly up and also Ethereum is up a little bit. Not too much happened in the past 24 hours, but at least we see USD is coming back, but Luna losing value, even if DOC1 came out with a recovery plan. We see Litecoin is pumping, it's getting closer to its halving, and we see other altcoins are doing well. So this is good to see after this huge dump. Let's check our favorite indicator, the crypto fear and greed index. It is at historical low levels at 8, and yesterday it was at 14, and the day before around 10, and now nosedived into 8. So this is an extreme fear level. I even can't remember when was at such a low level. So I remember several times it dipped to 10, but I don't remember that was, yeah. So there is some, here was at maybe, yeah, maybe this was just around 10 or something like that, a little bit below 10 in this after this bull market collapse in 2018 and this long bear market capitulation. And you know, when investors are too worried, that it's always a good buying opportunity, but keep in mind that prices can falling further, and then you should dollar cost averaging if you want to buying those dips. So let's go and check our first news. Goldman Sachs lowers its S&P 500 price targets for the first time this year and says a recession would cause the stock market to fall another 11%. So that would also influence the crypto market, and they are just speculating if the Fed is forced to hike more than our economics expect and real rates rise to 1%, similar to the peak reached during the last cycle in 2018, or macro models suggest that higher rates will more than offset the lower yield gap. So this is the big question. Growth stocks have derated sharply year to date as financial conditions have tightened. However, growth stocks with high margins currently trade at the same 5x enterprise value to sales multiply as low margin peers. And so this is the stock market doing. And our first crypto news is the crypto fear and greed index hits the lowest since March 2020, even as Bitcoin price hits 30,500. So this is the lowest level. 20,000 retest highly unlikely. And this is from Credible Crypto. The argument for 14,000 BTC on the premise that past major bear markets have led to 80% declines from the top makes a major assumption that 26,000 was the cycle top, he wrote. Is the same assumption people made at 30,000 in June 21 before we rallied to a new all-time high of 65,000 3 months later. And the DXY index is correcting in the last 3 days, and sentiment echoes March 2020 aftermath that the fear is dominating the market. let's go and check our next news. Bitcoin, Nayib Bukele and a bevy of central bankers meet in El Salvador. So El Salvador welcomed 44 central bankers from developing countries around the world to tackle financial inclusion and discuss Bitcoin at a 3-day conference. So these are the countries that went to El Salvador, and as they are almost developing countries, they want to learn more how they can turn Bitcoin to their benefits. El Salvador is proud to receive representatives from 43 central banks and financial authorities to learn about the implementation of Bitcoin and policies to promote financial inclusion, planting seeds in 44 countries. Cool. The vast majority have no idea of the potential of Bitcoin, but with El Salvador adopting Bitcoin, they now have a reason to dive into it. And on the Bitcoin Beach, central bankers lining up to get help downloading and using Bitcoin Beach Lightning wallet. And yes, we will look into it because I shared it on my Twitter feed. So let's go and check our next news. Latest market crash could be turning point for Bitcoin and crypto, according to Michael Saylor. Here is why. Okay, so there was an interview with Fox Business host Charles Payne. The crypto crashes illustrated that the entire crypto world consists of three things: one perfect thing, which is Bitcoin and its digital property; a few imperfect things, they are stablecoins. The world wants digital dollars, it's just hard to find them. They are looking like opaque money market funds. Then there is a multitude, a whole host of dangerous things. Altcoins are unregistered securities, and what we saw this week was an altcoin blew up. This is what he thinks. The world wants stablecoins they can trust. Yes, so maybe that will be CBDCs, but we'll see. So I think this entire crypto crash is going to be great for Bitcoin. It's going to accelerate some much needed regulation of stablecoins, altcoins, and the exchanges. It's eliminating the political deadlock. It's educating the world in the difference between Bitcoin and security tokens, and that's going to facilitate the entry of institutions into this space. The Bitcoin boost says that in addition to winning over industry capital, everyday people are drawn to crypto as an alternative way of investing their money, separate from the stock market. I think every week we are making new converts. We are winning over Goldman Sachs, we are running over the big banks, and we are winning over the Fidelities. People realize this is a good idea, and the basic idea is that billions of people on the planet shouldn't have to gamble their life savings into a stock market or some casino in order to avoid losing all their money. So why not invest in a hard money, maybe the hardest money the human race has ever invented, called Bitcoin, and just wait. So this is a great interview, definitely check it out. Okay, so Bitcoin gearing up for a big move in the next 3 months, says crypto strategist. Here are his targets. So the strategist is Don Alt, and he says that the crypto markets are leading him to believe that Bitcoin could either ignite a massive capitulation event or launch a rally to $58,000 and leave BTC bears in disbelief. In the next months, 2 or 3, we are going to either see the capitulation everyone wants, or we are going to see this thing close back up the range and actually start moving back up the range again. There is going to be an opportunity, be it at much lower because I have the next support at 14,000, or be it just be the range claim where I think there is a good chance that this thing actually doubles again towards the range high. So he has 2 scenarios: Bitcoin dropping and capitulation happening at 14,000 US dollar, or it's bouncing and just going to 58,000. In both cases it's going to 58,000, but this is much painful. there is a good chance that is the end of the trend. I think there is a good chance we go up, but like I said, if this was just crypto, if we were as correlated, I would make a big bet on this being the bottom. I look at this thing and I'm like, I probably close to the bottom, and then I look at the S&P. The S&P could just wipe out. BTC goes down to 14,000. So yeah, so Bitcoin, if it would be not attached to other asset classes, then it would just look like that Bitcoin already bottomed out. But if we are looking and observing at the S&P 500 and how deep it can drop, then yes, so this can cause more pain to the crypto market. Next, Fidelity macro analyst says Bitcoin attractively valued at current price. Here is why. So Jarian Timmer, if I spelling his name right, first up is the Bitcoin gold ratio, which I see as a barometer for how this aspiring digital store of value is faring relative to that original store of value. The BTC gold ratio is now resting on major support in the form of 2017 high as well as the 2021 low. At the same time, the detrended Bollinger Band shows that the ratio is now at 2 standard deviation below trend, which is a level that has contained the last 3 declines. So Bitcoin gold ratio, and you see now we are sitting at the support of the previous highs and the previous lows, and also the trended Bollinger Bands are here, and now we are at the upper levels of these Bollinger Bands. Yes, cool. Next up is the dormancy flow, which roughly speaking is a measure of strong versus weak hands. The entity adjusted dormancy flow from Glassnode is now at the lowest level since 2014 and 2018 lows. So Bitcoin dormancy flow, you see in bear markets the dormancy flow is dipping in this green zone, and this indicating that strong hands are here to stay and weak hands already gone. So also you can check this. Next up is valuation, with the current swan of 225,000. Bitcoin is now below the price currently suggested by both my mobile phone based S-curve model and the more conservative internet adoption model. So we know this and we really like this. So this is the Bitcoin demand model compared to phone. This was the purple is the mobile phone users per 100 people and internet users percentage population. So and Bitcoin is just going on the same path. Fidelity analyst says he finds it noteworthy that despite Bitcoin's significant price correction from its all-time high, hodlers appears unfazed. His model shows that the number of Bitcoin held by more than 10 years is holding steady at 13%. So Bitcoin hodlers 13% holding more than 10 years. This is huge. All of the above tells me that Bitcoin is not only at solid support but also attractively valued. The one caveat is that Bitcoin sensitive equities need to confirm any recovery for Bitcoin. They were the canary in the coal mine before Bitcoin broke down a few weeks ago, and they will be need to show strength and a rebound for me to have confidence in Bitcoin's rally prospects. So all Bitcoin metrics, all these on-chain metrics and other metrics pretty look good, but the stock market is the big danger now. So Duke One summoned to parliamentary hearing following USD and Luna crash. So that was a tweet from Do One Nam, and CORX Conservative Party requested to have a hearing about the terror incident. The politician noted CorionX each reacted differently to the crash. He wanted to invite both Do and exchanges to learn more details. There's a part that raises questions about the behavior of exchanges during the crash. Coin1, Corbit and Gopax stopped trading on May 10. BitHump on May 11 stopped trading daily, but Upbit didn't stop trading until May 13. We should bring related exchange officials, including Terra CEO Kwon Do, to the National Assembly to hold a hearing on the cause of the situation and measures to protect investors. So guys, I think it's late, but yeah, for future experiment it can be quite important. Next piece of news is Portugal to tax cryptocurrency income according to Minister of Finance. Oh, what a surprise. So there is at the moment there is a zero capital gain on crypto and crypto related things, but now they see that they are leaving some money on the table, and then they are working on some taxations, but I think that will be a kind of crypto friendly from zero. I don't think that they will raise to 20%, but we'll see. So we have few other countries still providing 0% tax, like Puerto Rico, El Salvador and Dubai. So guys, let's go and check my Twitter feed. Definitely follow me at MIKLOS Dankler. Also follow at Corian Platform, and definitely follow at laserpunk_gods, our NFT launchpad projects. So here is this interview with Michael Saylor, and how this crash by Luna will accelerate education in crypto. Give a like and share. Central bankers just downloading Lightning wallets, and Bitcoin adoption will blossom into new mandatory good. 44 countries will follow Nayib Bukele and El Salvador's example. And from Dan Tapiero, Bitcoin, the first truly global macro investment of all time, with El Salvador leading. 32 central banks, 44 countries flying to El Salvador. Emerging countries leading adoption. First time US not ahead in financial and technology innovation. So this is a great chance for emerging countries. Laserpunk gods, today our team will have a meeting about the marketing improvement and our metaverse. That meeting was great. Just we started to work are really just experienced guys from the NSP space, and got definitely great insights. So the crypto fear and greed index is at 8 out of 100, the lowest since the COVID-19 crash in March 2020. The bottom should be very close as people losing faith. So this is also, if you are just looking into on the chart, this is insane low levels. Accumulate more Bitcoin as long as possible. Order book depth on Coinbase showing that there was a clear accumulation signs. And yes, great NFT solutions from Laserpunk gods coming soon. So guys, let's go and check out our farms. If you are holding ARC20 version of CorionX, go to Uniswap. If you are holding Binance Smart Chain version, go to PancakeSwap. Provide some liquidity and lock up your LPs and earn up to 330% juicy APRs on our farms. So guys, let's go and check out what's happening out there, what the Bitcoin charts is showing to us. But before, I think I have Ethereum charts opened here. Let's see. I think Ethereum is consolidating around these $2,000 levels, and at least it's holding this trend line, and maybe this trend line will support this upward trending movement. So definitely I'm watching this trend line. If this trend line will be broken, then I would reevaluate how Ethereum can go lower from here, and also I might will open a short position, but these are 4 round candles. What is Bitcoin doing? So Bitcoin is slightly about $30,000. Also, we do have a kind of similar trend line here on the chart. We would definitely need to make a higher high here and then break this previous resistance zone. Now we are still trapped in these resistance zones, but we are trying to break out and just a kind of ascending triangle forming here as well. Yes, we already talked about yesterday that Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin longs are increased and they are at all-time highs. Bitcoin shorts slightly decreased further, that's a good sign, and Bitcoin dominance is still high, and maybe it wanna go to 48%. So guys, that's it for today. Smash those likes, push the bell, notification, or subscribe to the channel. Let's join and visit our CorionX channels, and also just give a like and join our Telegram. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.